Our third and last portion of working with drawings on our hands-on test drive is truly working with the most important information we need to put on our drawings. The information that tells maybe manufacturing how this may need to be assembled, how it may need to be machined, all that critical information like we like to refer to as annotation. Inside of Drawings Part 3, we're going to take a look at, of course, adding our centerline information, how automatically we can do that, unlike in AutoCAD where we have to manually create that information. Some different processes for placing our dimensional information. The intelligent hole notes we can work with inside of Autodesk Inventor. The ability to define datums, feature control frames, and of course our process for saving off our drawings at the same time. I'm sure you'll agree, after working with the drawings, you'll find it's much easier working with drawings inside of 3D than it is in 2D. I hope you enjoy.
Now we are ready to add some annotation into our drawing. Inventor drawing annotations take advantage of information contained within the model. Dimensions, notes, and center lines, and so on, are all associative to the model geometry. Let's go ahead and start placing some center lines into our end view or bottom view right here. So let's go ahead and to retrieve dimensions, or it's your center lines, you can actually have an automated center line, or you can place center lines manually. For this instance, let's do an automatic center line. So with our view highlighted, we can right click and select automated center lines. We want to verify that we have the hole features, cylindrical features selected, and our hole pattern. Once we select OK, it will retrieve and place center lines for those three instances. So select OK, and then our center lines are in here. We can now clean these up by clicking on the endpoints of each and dragging them out. We can also modify our section line. For instance, if you don't want to see the whole section line going through your entire part, you can right click the actual center line and uncheck the show entire line. And that will remove your line going all the way through your part. Let's go ahead and add a center line to our chamfered hole here. So with our annotate tool, we have our centerline bisector. So let's click on our chamfered hole and then clean up. So that's your centerline bisector, and we can also add center marks. So let's add center marks to our slot here. So now we've placed center marks, and we did a center line by using the centerline bisector. And then our automated center lines we did down here. With Inventor, especially when you're sketching your models, it is always good practice to constrain or dimension your sketches for which you will dimension them in your 2D drawing file. This is always good practice because you can retrieve those dimensions and place them into your drawing view. You can also just place general dimensions in your drawing view manually. For this instance, let's go ahead and right click on our main view and select Retrieve Dimensions. And then we're going to select our Dimension tool, select Dimensions, and we want to retrieve this dimension right here. So we'll select that one and then click OK. And that will retrieve that dimension. This is an actual sketch dimension from our modeled sketch. We can clean this up by clicking on our view here and kind of bringing it in and out, and also drag it up, the value. That center line means that's the center of our dimension. And now we've placed a retrieved dimension, which is a sketch dimension, into our drawing view. Let's go ahead now and place a general dimension. So we're going to dimension our slot. So let's select the two endpoints. And then if you want to line this up, just kind of drag here without picking and then come up. And that will place that dimension directly in line with our retrieved dimension.